I went to the woods because I wanted to live deliberately, to face only the essential facts of life, see if I could learn what it had to teach, and not, when I came to die, discover that I had not lived.
I'm not afraid of you, Mr. Bigfoot.
Living is so dear. I did not want to practice resignation unless it was quite necessary.
But now he doesn't know how much longer he wants to keep the dairy farm. So you're a shapeshifter, and you can be invisible sometimes, and you know how to dig. No, I should not. I'd probably get lost. Things keep getting weirder at the farm.
I wanted to live deep and suck out all the marrow of life, to live so fiercely and Spartan-like as to dispel all that was not life.
I need a fort.
I'm bringing my chickens.
To cut a broad swath and shave close, to drive life into a corner and reduce it to its lowest terms. And if it proved to be mean, I would get the whole and genuine meanness of it and publish its meanness to the world. Or, if it were sublime, to know by experience and be able to give a true account of it in my next excursion.
Hold this, would you? Don't drop it.
Well, as you've probably figured out, My life is on the cusp of a drastic change in seasons. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Polly, and I'm a dairy farmer. Well, kind of. At least for a little while longer. The farm I've lived and worked on hasn't sold their cows. Yet. But I'm told it will soon. The oldest of the 63 milk cows is 12 years old. That's as long as I've been with them. I watched them all be born, fed them, watched them grow, become mothers, milked them every day. Until their very last day. A house divided against itself can't stand. So I went to the woods because I wanted to live deliberately and face only the essential facts of life. I'm still needed at the dairy farm, but it's not as much now. This week I went from being a few fields from the herds to a few villages away. In this episode, I'm going to try to show and tell you a little bit about how that came to be. And yes, I do have some pretty strong feelings about how my farm life transpired. But I can't let my show and tells be all about that. I got family, friends, animals around me. I got so much stuff to do. I got you guys watching me. I can't lose my shit right now. Venison stew. Still frozen. Looks like a dough. Why am I not surprised, Dad? I knew this shit could happen, so I saved my money. And now, I don't actually need to work this winter. There's still lots of things I plan on doing, and I'll have to earn my keep around here, but I won't have to work for money.
Well, we had a good morning. We got a buck hanging in the shed. TV. If you tuned in last week, you got to see Dana shoot a giant Kansas buck. Now, I'm out to prove that these dudes are butterball fat. I can hear my pawpaw now going, Bully, you gotta shoot that thing. Y'all saw Dana come in and distract me.
What, you got the bone? I got the killer book yesterday morning. We got it. Very good.
Honey, you want the wing?
Thank you, and God bless you.
It's so hard to find the right size. What you need is a pottery
Wow. So are you still available for going to my stand today? You said today was your only day you had time, right?
Good girl, so are
plans are available in your area. Simply call the number on your screen.
You get immediate care. Our personalized, compassionate approach to one-on-one service.
Plans are available in your area. Is to call the Humana sales agent today. Remember, the Medicare annual enrollment period ends on December 7th for Medicare supplement plans. You have to purchase a separate Part B prescription plan.
Hello?
Back on Idaho's remote Salmon River.
You watching Mountain Men?
Yeah, it's a good one.
Looks like it.
I didn't hear you pull in.
I walked actually.
20 miles?
I found a tunnel.
Oh, no.
Were you ever gonna tell me about the Bigfoot tunnels?
Knowing you, I was afraid to tell you as far as we go.
I am my father's savage daughter, the one who runs barefoot crossing shackstones. How far does it go?
Well, I turned around when I got to North Carolina. I think it goes farther than that.
Hi, Bo. Hi, Stormy. Well, I need a fort. You got a nice fort. I think you need me too. So, I'm just gonna make myself at home.
Jump in the universe of Monopoly.
Award-winning actor Richard Gere is our guest. Yeah, we may look like other money managers, but we're different. It's homestead, the luxury and confidence of premium residents.
I don't know if kids today can even relate to that. I don't know. My
A knowledgeable, licensed pieces of legislation, this mandate that Trump and Republicans keep saying they have across the finish line, they're going to end up with maybe 53 seats in the Senate. That's pretty big fashion. It's not likely he'll listen to anybody on the Hill and he'll do what he wants, but a stark warning from Republicans who want to get his agenda through.
Find any more Heaties?
Not yet.
I think we got them all. Pressure cooked 2 pheasants. And now she's taking all the meat off the bone and she's going to prepare, I asked her if she could prepare me a rice and pheasant dish. It's gonna make a turd, yes. Is that legal?
If you were to ask any dairy farmer around here what they would do if suddenly they didn't have their cows, well, I have heard it be said, I would go crazy, even crazier than I already am. And then they would say, or maybe, for a while, I'll do absolutely nothing. I'll live like a happy hillbilly in the woods, find a fort, and actually enjoy my winter. Sit in my chair, watching the snow fall out the window, with a dog in my lap and family by my side, eating good food. Maybe I would get my license for a trap line and make fuzzy mittens for everyone I love. And in the spring, I will plant something, because I am a farmer. It's so much more than a job. It was never just my livelihood. It was my entire lifestyle. I didn't want to practice resignation unless it was quite necessary. But with my life now driven into a corner of the northwoods and reduced to its lowest terms, I have no fear going back to my roots. Only possibilities. I'm gonna get the spider webs out of here. Not today, maybe tomorrow. Come on. Don't be scared. This is my favorite part of the house. The cellar is the first thing you build in a house, right? So these rocks would have been original, right? My dad bought this house about 15 years ago,
and he totally remodeled it. And he says that it was built in the 1800s, but he doesn't know the exact year. How would you not know that? I want to know that. Does anybody know where I go to find that out? Well, if you do, let me know in the comments. I'd appreciate it. Like, is there a... Like, do I go to the courthouse? Is there a website? Who do I call? I have so much stuff I need to move in here. I need to prioritize the chickens. Oh, I got my furniture. I've got so much stuff. I have so much food at home. My last home. I need to bring it down here to the cellar. That's what I'm gonna do first. I'm gonna clean the house and fill the cellar.
Nothing compares to the feeling of farming. So in the spring, I'll try to find a new one, even though everyone here tells me that's not possible anymore. They say, even if my childlike spirit could tolerate a commercial setting, the big farms that replace the little ones don't hire American milkmaids anymore. So if I can't find a farm, maybe I'll make my own. Or maybe I'll find a forest. Luckily, there's still plenty of those left around here. And if, for whatever reason, I can't become queen of a state forest or state campground, there is a third option. I've been told it is not reasonable, but it's something I've always wanted to try, just to say that I did. If I work hard enough, maybe I could make a living at it, but for that, I'm going to need a really big garden. You know, the more I think about it, maybe I will try my third option first. You guys, I'm not trying to be mysterious or extra dramatic. Things are already too dramatic for my liking. I really don't know what's going to happen to me. But I do know it's been said that if you put your life on the internet, don't be telling people all your next moves. No matter how hard you work towards your goal, an act of God could mess it up at any time. And then your audience gets mad when your story becomes something they weren't expecting.
It's not the main road that goes through the nearby village, the village that I'm closest to now, but it's still a road. It's kind of loud. We're officially in the northwoods now, but I never claimed to be totally remote or the most remote in Michigan.
But there's cedar trees and no neighbors.
The guy who owned the woods to the east died last year, and now the new owners are having some trees cut out of it. And I think I'm just gonna stay here, but I kind of want to go down and talk to those lumberjacks and ask them if they're just managing the forest and taking out the big old ones, or if they're just gonna clear cut it. Because if they clear cut it and put in a Walmart right next to me, I will go crazy.
I'm bringing my chickens. Any day now. This was for Dad's special tomato plants. By Michigan law, you have to have it in an enclosure like this. It'll be perfect for my chickens. project was. I'm gonna finish it.
Somewhere in Michigan, where the farmlands turn to the northwoods, the people like me do the best they can with what they got and what they know. What will come of it? Like the old saying goes, we're gonna fuck around and find out. Welcome to my shit show. Thanks for hanging out.
I don't have time to look at it all right now. We'll start to go through everything in my next episode. Yeah, you and me. I'm bringing you guys with me. I'm sorry, I know I get in my head sometimes and I forget that you're here. The first thing I need to do is designate a compost pile, and then a scrap metal pile, and then a burn pit. It's gonna start snowing this week. I gotta get this place cleaned up a little bit. I don't even have any of my stuff here yet.
It's all gonna be garden. All garden. That's all gonna be garden. That's gonna be the orchard. There's wild asparagus over there. I'm gonna make it bigger.
cleaner.